Hello, Paw Patrol fans. Welcome back to Matt Rodriguez World, learning about Paw Patrol Pups Save a Friend, my new episode story. So, let's get ready to learn about Paw Patrol again. Okay, so now, where should I begin? Okay, so, after when the Paw Patrol searched the entire Adventure Bay, they spotted Marshall's fire truck. Can the pups find Marshall before the entire storm is coming? We'll find out. Soon, when Chase uses his drone to find Marshall in the forest, but then Chase spotted Marshall! After when Marshall was following the bunny, and then he heard a loud buzzing sound. He thought it was mosquitoes, and he said, "Huh? What's all that buzzing?" Those mosquitoes. They must be flying around me," said Marshall. "Oh well, time to get hopping." Then Chase radioed Ryder. "Ryder, I found Marshall! I found him! That's great, Chase! Well done! Come on, pups, let's follow Marshall." Soon, Marshall discovered the bunny family. They have a hole right next to the tree. But then Marshall has never seen the entire bunny family before he has ever seen. But then a big lightning went boom and it hit the tree. And then the tree fell down. And it landed on the bunnies. And the poor bunnies are trapped under here inside. Marshall tried to help him. He tried to help them, but he couldn't do it on his own. So Marshall tried to radio Ryder. But then Chase came and he said, "Marshall, we found you." And then Marshall jumped. And then Marshall said, "Chase, what are you doing here? We've been looking for you, Marshall." And Marshall said, "Ryder, thank goodness you're here. The bunnies are trapped underneath the tree, and we can't get them out." And then Marshall said, "The baby bunny ran away." So then Chase decided to find the baby bunny. And then Marshall is back to his own fire truck gear on. So now, Marshall is now back in the Paw Patrol game. And then Marshall put out the fire on the tree. And then rubble lit the tree branch. And then the entire bunny family was free. And then Chase found the baby bunny. And then the entire bunny family found him. And they gave him a hug. Oh, that's so adorable, isn't it, kids? Then, when the storm is over, everything was back to normal. And the pups are wondering, they said, "So then why are you running away, Marshall?" And Marshall said, "Because you pups were talking about me. Because you said I couldn't do anything right. You always think I always like to make mistakes." The pups laugh. "Marshall, we're not talking about you. We're talking about Paulo the Super Pup, and the villain loves to make mistakes." "Yeah, Paulo the Super Pup was stopping a bad guy. He always loves to make mistakes." And then Marshall realized that the pups weren't talking about him anymore. They were talking about Paulo the Super Pup, the new episode. And then Marshall knew that he wants to come back home to Adventure Bay. And then Ryder said, "Marshall, you're a good pup." And the pups cheered for Marshall and they said, "Marshall! Marshall! Marshall! Come on, kids, say it with me. Marshall! 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 Marshall!" And then Rocky says, "Come on, let's play volleyball." And then Marshall gasped. And that's the end of our new story of Paw Patrol Pups Save a Friend, our new learning episode. So kids, what do you learn about the Paw Patrol Pups Save a Friend episode? What did you learn about it? Do you think Marshall makes mistakes? That's right, kids. Marshall doesn't make mistakes. He does good things. The legend says that Marshall, he's a good pup. He decided to do good things and nice things to them. Marshall loves to make new friends and his love of animals. So Marshall is the most cutest pup in the entire world because he's my best friend. Because Marshall is my best friend in the entire world. So kids, thank you for learning about Paw Patrol Pup Save a Friend episode. See you next time, kids, on the new episode of Matthew Rodriguez World on Nick Jr.